Now, सबसे first thing that you need to find out is distance which is given. So for that we use the distance formula. Okay, distance given between 2 points. I'll just explain what it means. First, you write the formula: x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, what does it mean? If I have 2 points given to me, उनके बीच का मुझे distance निकालना है, right?
So that will be basically a Pythagoras theorem.
This is nothing but Pythagoras theorem. This one is x. Suppose I call this as x2, y2, and I call this as x1, y1. Then this coordinate minus this. Suppose ये कोई भी two coordinates हैं इसके. These are two coordinates. इनके बीच का distance मतलब this minus this plus this minus this whole square. दोनों का square का under root. That is your distance formula. Nothing, no confusion in this.
No confusion in this.
Okay, this is your first. Second, if I want ask you, find the midpoint of 2 points. एक ये point है और एक ये point है. This point is A, this point is B, and you have to tell me what is the midpoint of this. Very simple.
That is x2. This is x2 plus or x1 divided by 2. Then for y, sorry, not y2. Okay, x1 plus x2 is divided by 2, and y1 plus y2 is divided by 2.
y1 plus y2 divided by 2. इसमें भी कोई confusion नहीं है, right?
No, not in this.
Now the third part. If I want to find the gradient of this line, okay? So what do? We usually find the rise upon run, right? Rise is what? This gradient will be m is equal to y. Rise will be y2 minus y1.
Yeah, y2 minus.
And run will be x2 minus x1.
Yeah.
Right? Can I do it as y1 minus y2 and x1 minus x2?
No.
I can do that. I will still get the same answer.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I can do that, but just जो भी है, अगर ऊपर y2 लिया तो नीचे x2 होना चाहिए पहले. अगर ऊपर y1 पहले लिया तो नीचे x1 होना चाहिए पहले. That's the only difference. ठीक है? Right? Okay. अब आते हैं. Few important pointers. If I have a line like this, going a little deeper, this is gradient now, right?
Yeah.
This is gradient. So what if I have a line which looks like this? This has a positive gradient or a negative gradient?
This is a positive gradient.
Positive gradient. What if I have a line like this?
It will have a negative gradient.
This is negative gradient.
And I think you could determine this because if you like, you could say it's a negative gradient or positive gradient, because if you see that as the x value in the positive gradient, you could see that as the x value is increasing, the y value is also
increasing. Very good.
If in a negative gradient, if the x value is increasing, then the y value is decreasing, then it will be negative.
Super. Very good. What if my line looks like this?
It has no gradient then.
So here the gradient is m is equal to 0. Yahan m was positive, yahan m is equal to negative. What if I have a line which is absolutely straight like this?
Then gradient is still 0 because
in this case gradient is infinity.
Okay.
Okay. Infinite gradient. Okay. Now, suppose I have a line. So this was our fourth part where we are talking about various types of gradients. Now the fifth point. Okay. Fifth point is two lines. Okay. Iska m is equal to 2. And I say that this line L and P. L is parallel to P. You have to tell me what is the gradient of P. What is m of P?
Actually the same, because see, there's no difference in the line sloping. It's the only x and y, and if m is equal to that, the line P will be the same. So gradient in this case is same, because if P was direction angle different, then I would say we're not parallel.
Excellent. So can I conclude from here that the parallel lines will always have the same gradient? So if this is 2, then the m of P is also 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just writing this down.
Okay. Next point. This is about perpendicular lines. Okay.
Yeah.
Line like this, another line which is like this, and in दोनों के बीच का angle is this.
Yeah, 90 degrees.
M of L, M of P, and this is the line L,
Yeah.
and this is the line P. L is perpendicular to P, and M of L is equal to 2. How much is M of P?
See, in this case, since M of P is since since L is perpendicular, okay, P is perpendicular to the line L. In this case, basically the product of M into MP into ML is equal to minus. And
So,
substituting the value in this case, MP would be the reciprocal of 2, it should be minus 1 upon 2.
okay. So perpendicular lines, the gradient is equal to -1. ML into MP is equal to -1, right? If there are two perpendicular lines, then the gradient, if you multiply them, you get a -1. So going by that, I know that M of P into M of L is equal to -1, जिसमें से M of L I know 2. So if I want to find out M of P, my answer would be, these two should be -1 multiplied together. So only this will be -1 upon 2. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. Ma'am,
Okay.
we can still prove this, right? Like we can prove that perpendicular lines have the line perpendicular.
I can't hear you, sorry.
So I'm saying that we can prove this if we have like some coordinates and everything, right? For
We
this.
can definitely, yes. But क्योंकि हमारे पास there will be a lot of things, other things in the question. So this is like these are few things that you need to quickly keep in your mind and memorize, right?
Yeah.
क्योंकि this will be a very small part of the question. That's why.
There's more.
Next, we come to our next topic, which is, as we said, there is the equations of a line. Okay?
Yeah.
ठीक है? अब equations of a line क्या हो सकता है? Again, first, as we said, it is called as the slope intercept form. इसको हम बोलते हैं y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient or the slope, and c is the intercept.
Y-intercept.
C is the y-intercept.
Okay.
ठीक है? So if I have a question that find the equation of a line in which the slope is equal to 5 and y-intercept is -3, then what is your answer? What is the equation?
It is y is equal to 5x minus 3.
5x minus 3. Okay, clear हुआ ये? That is your slope intercept form. Next form पे आ जाते हैं. Next form is when you have a slope and 1 point. So in that case, if that is given to us, then we are going to use the formula y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. अब यहाँ पर intercept नहीं पता मुझे, so in that case I'm going to use this formula.
Okay, so I think what you've done is basically for if we want to get a C, we want to get C. This is actually the formula for C in this case, because so y minus y1, which is basically the 2 points, basically the y coordinates for the 2 points in the line, and x minus x1 is the 2 coordinates, basically the 2x coordinates on the line. So you multiply this by the gradient in this case.
Okay, so what example of this would be, suppose I am given that the slope of a line is 3 and one of the coordinates are 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So what will be the equation?
The equation in this,
only slope and only one point is given to me.
you could take is then, okay, so I'm just like I'm taking this as y in this case, 7. I'm taking y in this case, so 7 minus y1 is equal.
No, we are going to take, see in our equation, x and y remain as it is, because is x and y, they are the variables, they will be changing for the line. क्योंकि एक लाइन पे तो कितने भी कोऑर्डिनेट्स हो सकते हैं, so x and y will always remain as is. Okay, what changes is the y, x1 and y1. So y minus y1, which is 7, is equal to 3x minus x1, which is 6. Now let's find, open the bracket. Y minus 7 is equal to 3x minus 18. So y is equal to 3x minus 18 plus 7, which is equal to 3x. कितना आएगा आंसर?
Minus 11.
Minus 11. So that's your final answer. So you got your y-intercept later after solving it. Okay? So we will never put anything on this y and x. We always put on y1 and x1. Clear one?
Yeah.
Okay. Next point is, when you're not given the gradient and you are only given 2 points. 2 points. Okay? That's called 2 points form. ठीक है? ऐसे में हम क्या करेंगे? 2 points दिया हुआ, यानी कि suppose for example 2,5 and 3,8.
You could use the gradient. Okay, we need 2-point forms, but we need to make the general equation, right?
Correct. So in that case, we have to make, now हमारे पास slope है और ना हमारे पास y-intercept है. तो एक तरीका है कि मेरे पास 2 points दिए हुए हैं, A and B 2 points है. I can find the gradient. ठीक है? So I can do that. I will find the gradient. M is equal to 8 minus, so can I just write it as y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1? So 8 minus 5 upon 3 minus 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. So M is equal to 3. Now I can take either of the 2 points, या तो A point ले लूं या B point ले लूं, और जो slope and 1 point formula है वो use कर लूं. कर सकते हैं?
Yeah.
कर सकते हैं?
And then we can take any one of the like the points,
one of
like
them.
8. So we can take 8 is equal to 3 into 3, which will be 9. And
Correct.
then 8 minus 9, which is equal to C. So that will be minus 1. And this we could recheck this is also with we can also recheck this with 5 also.
Correct. So this part is understood. ये तो हम, this is, or you use the formula y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1. Just give me 1 second.